Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And tonight, a pair of the Western Conference's most explosive offenses getting together here in Dallas as the Mavericks welcome the Golden State Warriors. Coming off a tough road loss in Utah. Now, here's Curry. Edey, a screen. Off target with his three. Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And he dunks it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now flagged after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
It's good he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Now here is Irving. And that one's good. Fly.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
Butler feeling out of it. Takes it inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, this is what Butler does to you. He puts it on the floor and goes hard at the defense.
Pass to flag. Nowitzki outside. That three off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by Flag. Shots good from Butler. It's a tie ball game.
Well, that's why his teammates look to get him down on the block. It is.
And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got 6 points. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Cephalosha. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Curry, that's good.
Well, if there's one guy in this league, you better run off the three-point line. It's Curry.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .132 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Nowitzki. This one for three. Drills the three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here is Cephalosha. Still without a basket. Fires the three. The shot by Curry, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Nowitzki. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Nowitzki's got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 7.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
It's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Edey, a screen from deep. And that one is off. Outside Westbrook. Here's Nowitzki. Lays it up off the glass.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Tim, you know, you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Oh, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I've played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
Warriors trailed by 9. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Irving looking over the floor. That's tipped. Pass to Lively. Great D that time from Nurkic. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Flag. The putback, and finished off by Lively.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Here's Giddey. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Nowitzki. Bank shot, no good.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Into the lane. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Pass to Christie. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
In the corner, Kennard with it. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. And now, just a 2-point Dallas lead. Irving with the ball. Defended by Giddey. The shot's good from Christie.
Love the awareness right there by Kyrie to find his man for the shot.
To the right side. Back to Giddey. With the floater. And it's Flag with the rebound.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Warriors trailed by 4. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. This is the 4th stars and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Kevin, back to you.
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
5 on the clock, and the basket by Nowitzki.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Curry outside. Fires the three. And the Warriors, another 3.
3 points.
That will count. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Christie. From outside, off the mark.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Edey, a screen for the lead. The shot by Curry, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Irving. Green with the block.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
Here's Edey. Pass to Cephalosha. Right side, Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
It's sent back by Edey. Pass to Christie. Shot clock at 5. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And we've seen P.J. Washington take his defensive game, Tim, to another level in Dallas.
Yeah, Kevin, a chance to play a winning brand of basketball in his hometown. And maybe giving him a little extra motivation to go with that 7'2" wingspan.
Here's Lively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability. But what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off. And then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high. And there is so much that Butler brings to this offense. He can be their primary scorer or a facilitator. He has a very high basketball IQ.
Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunny. And Curry has it in the corner. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Thompson outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Warriors with some changes. Pass to Christie. They get the rebound. And Lively able to finish. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Back to Kennard.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. And then Buzelis with the dunk. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Here's Giddey. Up again. The kick out to Barnes. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 3. Westbrook drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Christie. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Christie's got 7 points in the game.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Pass to Buzelis. And it's good for 2. He's got 9.
And at his size, Buzelis handles the ball really well, which makes him especially effective in pick and roll.
Here's Nowitzki. And another basket for Dallas.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of... 3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. Takes the 3. Good on the triple.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. To tie it up. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Outside Irving. They set the pick. It's Nowitzki on the wing. It's good on the putback. And 12 points for Cooper Flag.
Oh, how about the deft touch
right there, guys.
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Cephalosha. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Irving attacking. It's sent back by Edey. Nowitzki a screen. Dallas needs to get off a shot. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 18 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Edey. Curry is inside. And stolen by Christie. Flag. Here's Washington. Kyrie Irving. And there's the three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they have made a commitment to crash the glass. They are getting second chance points and playing with force on the offensive end.
Mavericks leading by 3. And here's Irving. Take the 3. Can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Good!
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Nowitzki a screen. Lazarus a 3. Oh, sticks the putback.
And that's what he's known for. Great activity on the glass. He will outwork you.
And stolen by Christie. Irving. Edey rips down the rebound. Warriors trailed by 3. Outside Butler. Butler making a show out of the slam.
And when the game is tight, Jimmy Butler finds a way.
Outside Irving. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. With it. Outside Christie. Just 5 to shoot. Nowitzki outside. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Crucial basket there, and as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
He recognized the situation, saw an advantage there, and he didn't hesitate to capitalize.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now Irving. Here's Flag. Here's Washington. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Butler. Stolen by Washington. Now Flag. Outside Christie. The 3 is off. To take the lead, it's Curry with the drive. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Substitution on the court.
Lively. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Irving, count it!
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Curry to take the lead. Curry puts one from the corner.
He's not going to miss that shot. A corner 3 by Steph Curry is automatic.
Now flag. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, it's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Curry fires. Down he goes for 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Keedy rips down the rebound.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Outside Irving. Lively. And that's on a bounce. Dallas will retain possession. Now Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries the deep ball.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in there.
Floats one up. Can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 4. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Curry looking it over. Edey a screen. And he does not hit.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Tied with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Lively. Now flag. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And clearly they're in the driver's seat here, but they still have to get a stop. The main thing is they can't allow that open, quick look from beyond the arc.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Max Christie, a three-pointer, good.
And just no better time to catch fire from three than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Curry, it's in.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.